Okay. Hello everyone, Cryogenics here on camera for the first time in a while. Um, uh, First off, those of you who've watched so far, thanks so much for the support on Star Wars Month. This has been a really busy week for me. I'm trying to do a lot in one week. And those people who are getting their inbox feeds bombarded with videos from me, I do apologize for that. Hopefully soon this thing will start to slow down a little bit. But that's not what I'm here for. Um, Although I haven't really watched all that well in the last 2 or 3 years, uh, the World Wrestling, I still want to say World Wrestling Federation. I'm sorry, I'm an old fan. It's still World Wrestling Federation to me. But the WWE has started off the new year with a monkey wrench in what is normally how things work. Um, or has worked for a long period of time in the Royal Rumble. Uh, Last night on Monday Night Raw, it was announced that Roman Reigns would be defending his title in the Royal Rumble match. Now, this is not the first time the title has been up for grabs in the Royal Rumble match. The last time was in '92, and that was when Ric Flair won it. But the time when it happened, the title was vacant. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was vacated after some controversial things in a Tuesday in Texas involving Taker and Hogan, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody please correct me on that if I'm wrong. And let me get a couple things out of the way as to why this is probably one of, if not the dumbest ideas uh, that the higher-ups, Vince McMahon, has done when it comes to the Royal Rumble. Reason number one. First of all, anybody who thinks that a low card or a mid card wrestler, first of all, yes, they all have a chance of winning it. But anybody who thinks a chance that a low card wrestler or mid card wrestler, characters like Heath Slater, Bray Wyatt, um, the Cesaro, uh, yeah, no offense, Kevin Owens, or any of the surprise people are going to become WWE champion. That's probably not going to happen right away. I don't see that happening at all. That's just wishful thinking on your part. But in reality, not going to happen. The other question that people have always said, what I've heard people say about this was, what does this do? They'll probably have Reigns win. Okay, I understand that having Reigns win, but they've been trying to build up this whole thing with Roman Reigns about him being really, really strong. And if in order to show him being a champion and being really, really strong and able to beat all these, like, he's champion, he's really strong, he beat all these people. But that only works if he comes in, like, maybe in the first 5 or 7. If he comes in the middle of a pack or near the end, he can still look strong, but he doesn't look as strong as he would if they put him in the front. Unfortunately, I don't think Roman Reigns has the stamina to last in a Rumble match for that long. And if they bring him in at like anything lower than 7th, I'm gonna give maybe 8th, maybe a stretch. It still hurts his look of looking like he's really strong. And if he comes in last, then it's already like, well, we predicted it. He's gonna keep the title anyways because he came in number 28 or 29. So that's not, that doesn't really hurt. Right? So that scenario is kind of up in the air whether or not it actually is going to work. Another big question is this. When this happens, what does it do to the WrestleMania main event? Because, as anybody's known, since... what year did they first start doing it? I know it was the year Yokozuna won it. 93. So since 93, so for almost 13 years, Yeah, for almost 13 years, they have done. The winner goes on to face the champion of for a while they're choosing, but now the champion at WrestleMania. Again, now my question is this: if Reigns wins and gets the chance to go to the main event at Mania and keeps the title, who does he face? Does he face the runner-up of the Rumble? Do they decide it at Fastlane Elimination Chamber? Is there some sort of Super Raw after Rumble, and they figure out there that decides who he faces? It's a big what-if scenario, and I don't like what-if scenarios in wrestling. I kind of don't like, it's going back. And the other one is if he loses at the title at the Rumble, does he still have a rematch clause for it? Can he still rematch? And if he does, and a rematch and get it back in a rematch, then who does he face? This whole. It really seems like nowadays when it comes to storylines and um, who gets what, it seems now that even more so they're throwing at a dartboard. It does feel that the dartboard throwing seems to be a lot accurate when it comes to it. It also seems that this storyline, and no offense to Roman Reigns, and no offense to McMahon's, but it really does seem like this storyline is a last minute idea. This is what happens to WB when over half the roster is injured. Last year was very with injuries. Daniel Bryan's still out. Roman Seth Rollins was out. Not Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is out with an injury. Cesaro is out with an injury, or was out with an injury. I don't know if he's come back yet. Rusev went out twice this year. When that happens, it makes the roster look very, very weak. And then Cena left and took some time off and did that reality TV show for a while. And they're like, oh, well, crap, we have nobody here that can be champion now. Orton's out. Orton was injured. Orton's injured. Forgot about him. So they're like, oh crap, we have nobody who can be champion right now. Let's just quickly elevate this one guy to main event status. And Roman Reigns isn't really ready for main event. He doesn't have. It was like he. And then they gave him this storyline of him being against the authority, anti-authority, Roman Reigns, which would have worked better with CM Punk's character if they hadn't fucked Punk over. Whenever I look at it's. I know people are going to look at me and chastise me for saying this, but whenever I look at Reigns versus the Authority, everybody sees Reigns versus Authority. I, being an old school fan for many years, see them trying to redo Austin versus McMahon. And in that case, think about it. Reigns is the guy the fans kind of like. He hates the authority figure. He's up against the authority figure. You have Seth Rollins, who is the poster boy, chosen golden child, a.k.a. the corporate rock. And then you have Sheamus, who just comes out of nowhere and wins the title for some unknown reason. It has the backing. So he's Mankind. It just seems like they're trying to redo that thing, and the whole screwing Reigns over. It's just like screwing Austin over. There's so many variables that could go wrong with this idea, and all of them just seem to be a complete and total fuck up. Like they're trying to either A, make Reigns look really, really strong and look really, really, this superhuman Superman person, or they're trying to say, oh, wait, we fucked up again. Let's erase what we just did and try and start over. So, I want your opinion. Do you think this whole idea with the Royal Rumble match being for the title is a boost for Reigns or a let's erase the fuck up scenario? And as always, I'm Cryogenics, and I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing. I think I'm much enjoyed making this video. I'll see you all next time.